Decision podcasts by the New York Prosecutors Training Institute are made possible by VoicePods. Convert your text to voice at voicepods.com. Read this decision at NYPTI Law. www.nypti.org/law.
People v. Michael Edwards, decided November 24, 2020. Memorandum. The order of the Appellate Division should be affirmed. The evidence presented to the grand jury was legally sufficient to demonstrate that defendant acted with depraved indifference to human life. See Penal Law Section 120.10, 3. To dismiss an indictment on the basis of insufficient evidence before a grand jury, a reviewing court must consider whether the evidence viewed in the light most favorable to the people, if unexplained and uncontradicted, would warrant conviction by a petty jury. People v. Bellow, quoting People v. Jennings, see People v. Grant. Depraved indifference means an utter disregard for the value of human life, a willingness to act not because one intends harm, but because one simply doesn't care whether grievous harm results or not. People v. Wilson, quoting People v. Feingold, see People v. Huygen. A determination that a defendant acted depravedly indifferent is a highly fact-specific inquiry. Huygen. There was evidence before the grand jury that, in order to evade the police, defendant, who was legally intoxicated, fled down a local road with two passengers at a speed of at least 119 miles per hour, more than 3 times the speed limit. Defendant then abruptly swerved across the lanes of oncoming traffic into a parking lot and crashed into a wall. Viewing the evidence in the light most favorable to the people, the grand jury could rationally have found that defendant recklessly engaged in conduct that created a grave risk of death to his passengers, with an utter disregard for whether any harm came to them. Huygen. That other, innocent inferences could possibly be drawn from the evidence presented to the grand jury, is irrelevant to the sufficiency inquiry where, as here, the grand jury could rationally have drawn the guilty inference. Bellow, quoting People v. Deegan. Decided November 24, 2020.
Decision podcasts by the New York Prosecutors Training Institute are made possible by VoicePods. Convert your text to voice at voicepods.com. Read this decision at NYPTI Law. www.nypti.org/law.